Have you ever been traumatized so badly that it took you some time to respond? I had a couple of those in my short life, and viewing Rebith trailer was one of them. It took me roughly 3 weeks to recover from that experience. Usually after seeing a bad trailer a couple of times, I tend to adapt, cope, and accept it. I try to see positive side and be optimistic about the upcoming movie. This wasn't the case though with Rebirth. Instead of getting better, I was having more and more dark thoughts with each single trailer rewatch. You see, a movie franchise that I once held dear and near to my heart has been severely butchered by previous Jurassic World installments. And I won't even acknowledge infantile and boring Cretaceous crews. For those who don't know, a daft Netflix show that fulfilled all the DI requirements. You can only imagine the relief I got a couple of months ago when I heard that the upcoming movie will acknowledge mistakes and fix those. The cast was awesome. Well, it's not every day that you get Scarlett Johansson and Marsha Ali in the same movie. I was told that Rebirth will take itself more seriously. Where should I begin? I know. How about a list of
cardinal sins
that facilitated this disaster?
Sin number 1, CGI.
Everything is CGI and looks like it was made in Michael Bay's workshop. While original trilogy tried to convince the viewer that the dinosaurs were real by using animatronics with a subtle touch of CGI, the current trailer is bloated with CGI beasts and looks like a commercial for an ARK video game rather than the next installment of the timeless film franchise. Ancient beasts no longer look like fearsome and formidable forces of nature you could see or touch in real life, but more of a fairy tale Pokemon CGI'd into barely believable oversaturated terrain.
Sin number 2, another mindless retcon.
I was fed up with how mismanaged dinos, characters and locations were in Jurassic World trilogy. It got to the point that movies were pulling new dinos and retconning characters out of the hat, making it not a logical part of the story but Deus Ex Machina, a literal plot device. Once I heard that Rebirth will be more grounded and scary, I was naively hoping it will take us back to Cinco Muertes, 5 Deaths, an island chain with Sorna as its main star. We know from Lost World and Jurassic Park that Sorna was teeming with life, and judging by the way the fishermen refer to the whole archipelago, other 3 islands were as well. Yeah, I know, I said 5 Deaths, but sorry Isla Pena, size really matters in this one. It was a perfect location to continue new stories with a clean slate. I was naively hoping that Rebirth will fix and respect the canon. Boy, I was wrong. Rebirth's latest location is just another badly retconned island.
Towards Barbados?
Originally, it was established that InGen owned 5 Deaths and Isla Nublar, and poof! Out of the sudden, they have another island. And I hear you saying,
that disastrous? That might be one of 5 deaths, and I don't get why you're upset.
Come, my dear friend, I'll give you a simplistic geography lesson. Here are
Barbados,
and those are in Atlantic. And here are Cinco Muertes, and those are in Pacific. There is
Panama
on the way, and
Panama Canal.
Why, for the love of Lord, that addition was ever made? Do you see how this plot device messes up the lore? It's completely illogical. If that island was in the hands of Hammond since the beginning, why on earth Ludlov decided to ship dinos from Sorna and not from the island in
Barbados?
Florida would be a way better spot for Crazy Dino Park than San Diego. Well, maybe sin number 3 will provide a suitable answer to that conundrum.
Sin number 3, retardosauruses.
We were told by the sources connected to the movie that only the baddest of the bad were kept on that island. I thought it meant the most fearsome and dangerous. But after reviewing the trailer, I think I know what they meant. It wasn't a facility for baddies, as we all hoped, but for the special ones. In the trailer, apart from Pokey Sauropods, two-headed raptor, Greyman,
And surprise!
we also get an extensive scene with 3 retarded Spinos that decided to form a workers' union together with equally retarded Mosasaurus. Madman Spino from JP3 was replaced with retarded Dwarf Squad. A rampaging Madman was replaced with 3 obese Coach Potatoes. Actually, wait. Where have I seen that design? That's a Baryonyx with a sail strapped to its back. Well, cost-cutting, I guess. Well, that's not the first time it happened. Anyway, it's time for sin number 4. Enablers. After recovering from initial shell shock that the trailer has caused me to have, I went to 3 trusted YouTube channels that for nearly a decade now spoke about Jurassic World and its lore. Creators that were providing the latest spoilers, channels that I thought had some love and commitment to the lore like me. You wouldn't believe I was equally shocked when I watched their reactions. They were clapping like stupid seals, especially when they saw the surprise. My frustration with enablers, as I like to call those YouTubers, they are ready to cheer and clap in order to get that juicy fish. Early access. Free trip to the premiere. Merch. My beef with them is that they facilitate and promote crap. It's like a single mother praising her addicted son that he ate well and got A+ in the arts class while getting D from every other subject in school. Speaking about the D, we need to address the elephant in the room.
Sin number 5. T-Rex.
I can't. What the is that? No, I can't. It all led to... In order to understand what happened, let's take a look at a snippet from Vanity Fair article.
The filmmaker's beastly bona fides are already well established. He made his breakthrough with 2010's Monsters, about invasive alien titans who fall to Earth, and followed that up by tackling the granddaddy of globe-threatening kaiju with 2014's Godzilla. Adding to his Rebith dinosaur inspiration were a few other favorites: the skeletal xenomorph from Alien, the dungeon behemoth from Return of the Jedi, and the original big bad from Spielberg's first Jurassic Park movie. Those references turn up all in one particular twisted dinosaur that turns up in the trailer coming Wednesday. Some Rancor went in there, some H.R. Geiger went in there, a little T-Rex went in there.
Back in the day, Jurassic Park 4, a film that thankfully never saw the light of day, was supposed to have a human-dino hybrid, but thankfully it never happened. The closest we got to a wacky mutant concept was a Caucasian CGI weirdo, styling itself as a T-Rex wannabe, Freddy Krueger, and Chlamydia Rex. But what on earth is this? Okay, time out, trivia time. It's funny, you know, in 2015 there was a YouTube channel that was talking about the spoilers, and apparently in post-credits scene of the first Jurassic World, we were supposed to see Arlex, a mutant between gorilla, dino and some other stuff. Basically a hybrid quadruped behemoth. Shortly before Jurassic World premiered, the channel turned out to be full of shit, but the whiff of that smelly fart prevailed, flew straight into Hollywood, and was inhaled by a person who came with that ridiculous idea and design. It's like a nightmare that came to life. Like if a Cloverfield monster and a Muto fell in love and had a baby.
Sin number 6. Lack of creative vision and treating devoted fans like stupid kids.
You see, rubbish installments are hindering legacy, engagement, anticipation, and box office of a franchise. If a great movie or a trilogy has some minor mistakes or mentions some events, locations, monsters, characters casually, fans will do the rest. They will always come to the rescue and will create a backstory, which will create an opportunity for a smart corporation to use for a potential spin-off. Recipe is simple as it gets. Create good product, respect the fans, and trust me, they will do the rest. But if you start treating your fans like mindless children, you will kill engagement, and every single mistake you will make will be just another rock thrown in your sinking boat. Why on earth this abomination even exists? You have so many large predators. Since it was an island for mad dinos, why not putting a mad Spino from JP3 or its sibling? Why not putting Indominus Rex sibling that was officially eaten but could have had survived and been given a space to grow and roam? Why not putting a good looking model of a Giga whose face doesn't look like a mixture between a lizard, some exotic frog and angry Karen? Even if you wanted to include a hybrid, a more realistic beast would be a T-Rex with a Triceratops armor on its head. So many opportunities, and you decided. You know what? Dinos stop being scary, not because somebody saw T-Rex too many times, but because it was done with rubbish CGI instead of animatronics. And don't get me started with a premise.
Sin number 7. Making it something that it is not.
Well, you see, it's not the first saga that came out of Universal stable. Hey Fast and Furious, I'm looking at you. First 5 Fast and Furious installments had inspired many young males and introduced pimple teenagers like yourself truly to drifting and underground car culture. It started so well and it ended so
original.
You know what? At this point, I just can't wait for Dominic Toretto to smack a tall grey alien with a 30-inch wrench. I know, I went on a tangent again, guys. Sorry, but I just wanted to prove my point. It seems that filmmakers involved in Rebirth wanted to have their own little Skull Island from Godzilla DC Universe. Unfortunately, I think that the box office will reflect that. Oh well, it seems that story-wise and box office-wise, we are heading into kaiju dino territory. To sum up, my friendos, if what I saw in that trailer is the best from the upcoming movie, then I don't think that film will reach 1 billion box office. It can only happen if by late June, early July, US will be hit with hyperinflation that will cause a box of matches to cost $100. If what I saw in the trailer is 100% correct, the more suitable name for this movie in my humble opinion should be Jurassic World Afterbirth. Guys, I kindly ask you to share and like my videos. It will help me a lot. This video will probably get demonetized anyway, although I'm done accepting mediocrity and destruction of our beloved lore. That's why I decided to vocalize my dissatisfaction in this video. If by any chance you like my video and have some spare change, I will also be glad to accept $1 or $2. Links in the description down below. See you next time.